Welcome back to JB Reviews. I have a 2023 Colorado Trail Boss and LT, and I'm going to just show you guys some of the differences on these trucks. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner here in Salt Lake City. They do have this truck available. Unfortunately, this one is sold, but let's go ahead and check out the window stickers and then we'll move into the video. Now let's start off with the LT. This truck does have a base price of $31,600, but keep in mind, it is two-wheel drive, so if you would like four-wheel drive, that's going to cost you about $37,680 if you get the plus engine. Now, as far as some of the options on this truck go, be sure to take note of some of them. It does have the easy lift and lower tailgate, fog lights, StowFlex tailgate storage, and a few other things on this side too. So, as far as the Trail Boss goes, it has a base price around $37,000. They do come standard with four-wheel drive, and the technology package gives it the 360 camera and a few other things. Easy lift and lower tailgate, just like that LT, it is an option, and it does continue on this side. So 8-way driver power seat, a few other things, and total price for this truck is $42,135, and the LT was $37,180. So yeah, the Trail Boss definitely does add a good bit to the bottom line, but keep in mind this LT does not have four-wheel drive, so this is a two-wheel drive truck. Now up front, I do like the overall appearance better on the LT. The only trim level below this one is the work truck model, and that's going to pretty much look like this, but you get painted lower part of the bumper here, and they do add this accent here as well, and it goes pretty well with the overall truck. So you have it there, the wheels kind of have the same color, and it's on the mirrors too. This package does have LED fog lights, however the headlights are going to be halogen. But on this side of the house, the only thing that you add that this LT doesn't is the tow hooks down below. But your diffuser down below is going to be about the same size, which I'm surprised by. I would have thought they would have raised that up a little bit to give you more ground clearance. But forward-facing cameras are part of this package here. And then you have that Trail Boss badge, black bow tie, which is the dark essentials. That is not available for LT from what I saw online. No fog lights, and again, halogen headlights. I almost forgot to mention that trim piece down below is a little different from the LT. It's the same color, or at least it looks like the same color as that grille surround there on the LT. But apart from that, that's pretty much the only differences. Now off to the side, you can pretty much see that that Trail Boss has a wider stance, and you can see by the mirrors it sits a little higher. So it does have a 2-inch factory lift for the Trail Boss, and that's why you buy this type of pickup. You want a little bit more aggressive design. I think that the front end gives it that with the fender flares, and it has a 3-inch wider front track up front, and the wheel design is definitely my favorite. Now you can kind of tell too, you see the tires, so these are a 275, and that's an LT tire, 275 65 18 versus 255 65 17. This is most likely like an extra load tire, so these are going to be better for obviously off-road, and they might give you a little bit better capacity for towing. So here it is right here. So 2,535 pounds of capacity at 50 psi, and these 2,337 pounds. So that's not too bad actually. So it's not too far behind the Trail Boss here. 51 psi on that one. And yeah, but these tires are gonna have a little bit thicker sidewall, and yeah, they're going to be a little bit better for more of the purpose of what you're gonna be using this truck for. So on the sides, you saw the fender flares. There's none on this side. The mirrors do have a black paint to them compared to these, which have like that darker gray color. Painted door handles with smart key system on the LT, and this one does not have those options on it, and they do have like a black appearance, which goes well with that off-road design. Now out back, there isn't any major differences. The only thing you can tell is the stance is a little bit taller on that Trail Boss. They do give you the decal on the side here. And really quickly on the side here, the wheel design, I didn't really show it to you guys earlier. We have a black appearance for those, and they look really good on this white truck too. And then here are the wheels for the LT. You can really tell the tire size difference on this truck. Now they do provide 4 leaves in the main pack. A little bit of protection in the wheel wells here. Same thing goes on this side. You do have that protection, and you have that 4-leaf in the main pack. Assisted tailgate with the storage built in. And same thing on this side here. Same storage. You can get spray and bed liner for both sides. And the tail lights do have like that dark trim around it, so it gives it that nice styling. And it looks really good on this blue, by the way. Parking sensors, steps, class 4 receiving hitch, all good stuff. Let's check out the interior for the LT. So here is the door card for the LT. Some of your controls right there. Chrome door handle, door locks, soft touch right there. And you kind of have, well, I won't call it a nice trim piece. This is just hard plastic. And then this one does have a manually operated seat. Telescoping steering wheel. Let's check out the Trail Boss. So the door is pretty much the exact same design. However, this is actually kind of a grade down from the LT personally. Doesn't have that soft touch. It has like a vinyl feel to it. This power seat was an option, so just keep that in mind. But telescoping steering wheel, and you can see right here, because it's more of an off-road oriented truck, they take away that chrome trim piece. But yeah, it does have more of a dressed down appearance. Let's take a quick look on the LT side from this point of view. You see how they have this nice vinyl, it's like a leatherette with stitch with that bright silver look. This has a nicer appearance to it. They both have the hard plastic for the dash, and they're gonna both have the same screen layout, 8-inch for this one, and then 11.3-inch for this one as well. No heated seats on this side, but you do have some buttons down below, like your tow haul mode, auto stop start, cautions, and then lane keep assist, and then one auxiliary, USBs. Yeah, this has a nicer appearance to it personally compared to the Trail Boss. I just like the overall appearance of it a little bit better. But let's go ahead and jump over to the Trail Boss so you guys can see the difference on the interior. So yeah, you just have a lot less bright trim pieces. There is a little bit of chrome around here, but even like right here, it's just more dressed down. And they both have that push button start. And as you guys can see here, this one doesn't even have dual climate control. But again, some of the things that you're seeing on these trucks are an option, so you can get those things. Now, one thing that you probably would have not noticed, because I didn't show it to you, was because the truck to the left of me doesn't have four-wheel drive, you do get this. Now, you also have drive modes too, and you do not get this without the four-wheel drive system. So you have off-road. The tow haul mode was here for the LT, but now it's there. And then you have a terrain, and then normal. So yeah, 4 different drive modes, and it does give you like an info button to let you know what it does. But I do think, yeah, this is the same material that they were using. I think that this truck is definitely a little bit more dressed down to make it look more like an off-roader. So it depends on what you're looking for. I think I like the LT a little bit better. You can always add your own lift and tires, things like that. The Trail Boss, this seems to be a little bit more dumbed down for some people. If you are looking at a LT, the standard engine is going to be the 2.7 liter 4-cylinder turbo. There's 3 outputs to it. The standard one that comes in this truck has 237 horsepower and 260 pound-feet of torque, 8-speed transmission across the board. Now, as you guys saw in the window sticker, this one had the Plus. That engine comes standard on the Trail Boss. So that's going to give you 310 horsepower and 391 pound-feet of torque. Both of these trucks are available with the high output 4-cylinder turbo. Same displacement, same transmission, same axle ratio out back. So that system is going to have 310 horsepower, as you guys heard, but it's going to up the torque to 430 pound-feet of torque. That's the same engine that comes standard in the Silverados. So as far as power goes, if you're building your truck from the factory, you can go pretty much in whichever direction you get from LT up. And I would definitely have picked the high output for this truck. Now, as far as the fuel economy goes, whenever you get a little bit wider stance and a little bit more aggressive tire, you're always going to take a hit on fuel economy. So this is what this truck has: 18 on the city, 23 highway, 20 combined, compared to 17 on the city, 19 highway, 18 combined. So yeah, you're going to take a small hit with these more aggressive tires, and you can see they're wider and they're taller too. And when you have these knobby tires like this, they're going to affect the fuel economy. Same thing goes for the lift. That lift's going to obviously affect that fuel economy too. So let's go ahead and end off the video showing how much payload capacity these trucks have. There's something that some people may not know about these trucks. So on the Trail Boss, you have a gross vehicle weight rating of 6,250 pounds compared to 6,050. So here are the axles, front and rear. And then here's the payload, 1,632 pounds. The axles are going to be the same on this truck, but your payload is going to be 1,390 pounds. So the reason why they give you more gross vehicle weight rating is because this truck becomes heavier with these fender flares, with these taller, wider tires, and there's probably more components added to give this truck a lift, which means it's going to take away from your payload. So that 250 pounds just offsets that extra weight that you're lugging along with this Trail Boss. But I hope you guys liked the video. Special shout out to Jerry Seiner here in Salt Lake City. This blue truck is available along with 3 other LTs. So be sure to reach out to these guys and let them know you saw the video. See you soon.